everyone, welcome back again. I hope all of you are fit and fine at your place. So dear students, as you know, we were discussing about the verbs, and so far we have discussed about the verb definition, the use of verb with the number of the subject in the sentence, and we have discussed about the verb as an action. And in that category we have discussed about the physical verb and mental verb. And then in my previous video we have discussed about the present participle, how to form present participle, and the phrasal verbs. What are phrasal verbs? So I hope all of you have done the exercises related to that. You have tried to solve those exercises. So now in this video we are going to cover the auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. This is the second type of verb, second kind of verbs. Now what do we mean by auxiliary verbs or helping verbs? So in the sentence we see a main verb which is followed by a helping verb. The helping verbs are those verbs which help the main verb. Okay, so let's see here. Auxiliary or helping verbs are used together with the main verb to show that to show the verb's tense or to form a negative or question. Now a helping verb may appear immediately preceding the main verb, or it may appear with a word separating it from the main verb, such as not. Now see here, if I take this example, Sam is singing. Sam is singing. Now here singing is the main verb, okay, and is helping the main verb here. Okay, now how we can separate this helping verb from the main verb? With the use of not. I will write that also. If I will use not here, Sam is not singing. Okay, now this helping verb is separated from the main verb with the help of not. Okay, so is here is the helping verb which is helping the main verb here. Okay, and it is used before this main verb. All right, so we have two kinds of auxiliary or helping verbs. One is primary helping verbs and modal helping verbs, modal auxiliary verbs. So today we are going to discuss about the primary helping verbs, in which the very first part is be. Be is used to express the state of being. जब भी be लगा होगा, that means either we have to use is, am, are, was or were. Okay, so the verbs is, am, are used to express a state of being. Now I have already discussed about the state of being means mental action in which physical action is not being performed. It just tells us that who or what the noun or pronoun or anything is. Okay, so they do not show any action. They are forms of verbs to be and are used to talk about the present. So mostly these are used in the present time. Okay, for example, I am a 12-year-old boy. Now here we get to know something about this boy, this old boy. Okay, so I am a 12-year-old boy. The boy is talking about himself, that he is a 12-year-old boy, but no action is being performed, no physical action is being done here. Same way, the wolf is a wild animal. Okay, so we are getting some information about the wolf but not in actions. Just it's telling us about that who is a wolf, what kind of animal is a wolf. Then my mother is a teacher. So here I get to know about the profession of my mother, but no action is being performed. Strawberry and vanilla are my favorite flavors. Okay, so in all these four examples we don't see any action, any physical action being performed. It's just telling us about the state, condition, situation, or about the noun or pronoun. Now here with I we use am. Okay, we all know. Is used for uncountable nouns, and is can also be used for countable nouns. We will read about that. For example, milk, water, petrol, juice. Now the milk is hot. Milk is uncountable, okay, but we will use is with it. Okay, The petrol is leaking. The water is flowing fast. The juice is sour. Now here we use is with singular nouns or with he, she, it. We use are with the plural nouns and with we, they and you. As we have read in the use of verb with this number of the subject, I have told you this before also, okay, if the number of the subject is 1, singular, we will use is. Okay, if the number is more than 1, if it is plural, we will use are. And with I is the first person in the sentence. With I we always use am. Okay, in case of present, we are talking about the present time. Now see the example here. The boy is jumping. The boys are jumping. Boy is 1. Here the boys are more. Okay, let's read this table here. Now see here, with the different subjects, the use of am or are, is, was, were is given. It's shown here. Let's see here. With I in case of present we use am, and if it is past we use was. Okay, if we talk about the past time like yesterday, so I am or was reading. With I we use am, and in past we use was. So she is speaking or she was speaking. He is or was reading. Money is or was counting. Ahmad is or was smiling. So all these subjects are 1 in number, you can see. Okay, so we are using is in present and was in past. Now here see, we is plural, more than 1. Okay, so with we will use are and were. Are in present, were in past. We are or were laughing. You are crying, you were crying. Okay, they are playing, they were playing. Then the girls are dancing, the girls were dancing. The boys are fighting, the boys were fighting. So all these are more in number, these are plurals. So here in case of plural we will see the use these verbs, these helping verbs. Okay, so I hope it is more clear to you with this table. With singular, see, we have used is in present, was in past, and with I, this is exceptional case. With I we always use am in present and was in past. And in case of plurals, with in present time we will use are, and in past time we will use were. Okay, now see here, the words was and were are also forms of the verb to be. They also tell us about the state of being, we can say, existence. They are used to talk about the events that happened sometime before now. For example, Ravi was a good boy, but now he has become naughty. Means when we want to discuss something happened in the past, or something like existed in the past, but now it is not like that. Same way here, Ravi was a good boy, but now he has become naughty. Means some time ago in the past he was a good boy, but now in present he has become naughty. My house was near the sea, but now it might not be there. Then they were not in town last week. Okay? Then we use was with singular nouns, we use were with plural nouns, and you. Okay, as we have discussed in the table already. Now next primary helping verbs are do. Okay, do की आगे further forms हैं, like do, does is the present form, its past form is did, and past participle form is done. Means do, did, done. Do और does ये एक ही हैं present form में. Where is the difference? Do is used with the plural number, ठीक है, and does is used with the singular number. Now let's read this. We use do, does, did, and done to talk about the actions. Okay, the physical actions. We use do and does to talk about actions that are done regularly in the present time, means which are done in routine. Does should be used when the subject is singular, as I told you, he, she, it, and with singular nouns. And do should be used when the subject is plural. Okay, and when do we use do? When the subject is plural, and exception is that I and you. With I and you also, we always use do, okay, in present time. Now see the example here. Mother does the cooking and father does the dishes. Okay, so action is being done here. Okay, I do the cleaning on Sundays. I is first person, so we have used do. Mother is singular, we have used does. Father is singular, we have used does. Now there is an exception to the rule. I and you use do, as I told you here. Then we use did to talk about the actions that happened some time before now, which happened in the past time. Okay, not in the present. Sometime before now, it can be yesterday, it can be might be supposed now it is the morning time, early morning time. Okay, then example, he did his homework before going to play. सो ही मीन्स उसने पहले ही अपना होमवर्क जो है वो कर लिया, कर चुका है वो. ठीक है, सो वी विल यूज डिड हेयर. दे डिड एक्सेलेंटली इन द फाइनल्स, means this action is past, it happened in the past time, it's already gone. So exams are over, so we will say it like this: they did excellently in the finals. Now we use done to talk about actions that happen long time before now. Okay, so see the difference here. Did is used some time before now and done is used long time before now. ठीक है, जो बहुत टाइम पहले हो चुके थे. See, I have done my homework, मैं पहले ही कर चुकी हूँ, बहुत पहले. He has done a good job. The video will show you how it is done. The report was done on time. Okay, so done is the past participle form of do. So where do we use it? To express the actions which happened long time before now. Okay, so that is it for today, dear students. I want that all of you should go through these pages of your book and do watch this video to get a better understanding of this concept of verbs, use of helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, and these primary verbs. Okay, and I'll get back to you soon with my another video of the verb topic only. So till then, take care, bye bye, have a good day.